All right, so I have a confession to make. For the last couple years, I haven't been using amps that often on gigs. I've been using cab sim IR pedals, and it's really been great for the fact that I really have not been into carrying heavy things around. I got 2 kids, I'm not getting a lot of sleep, and if I can get in and out of my gig a little easier without having to make multiple trips, it's been a lifesaver, and great strides have been made in the technology as far as amp simulation. But I will say, I'm also old school, and there's nothing that compares to the sound of a good old-fashioned tube amp. But there's still something I'm missing when it comes to actual pushing air. So what I'm about to show you may be the solution if you want to use a real tube amp but not have to carry heavy equipment in and out of venues. So today we're going to be looking at Victory Amp's Deputy Compact Head as well as the Lunchbox 112 cab. A super lightweight solution if you really want great tone, great amp sound, you want to push that air, but you don't want to lug heavy equipment to your gig. So this is a 25 watt EL86 driven amp. It's got 2 EL86 tubes. It's super simple to use and has some really great versatile tones, everything from 60s British cleans to 70s British crunch. I'm going to talk about the cabinet in a second, but first let's talk about all the different features of the head. It has an effects loop in the back, and it actually comes in at a very lightweight 20 pounds. Victory Amps, which is located in the UK, collaborated with Peter Honoré on this, and he's a real tone connoisseur, so you can expect some really nice tones out of this thing. It's a single channel 25 watt amp. It's got a couple different voice settings, a bright switch, really simple controls, and a really nice sounding onboard digital reverb that's somewhere between a hall and a plate. So let's dig through some of the sounds. First off, I just have an SM57 mic on this amp, and for the first part of this demo, I'm going to be using a Telecaster. I'll switch over to a humbucker guitar midway through. Let's check out some of the sounds this thing can do. So we're going to start with a really nice clean sound. This is the gain down. We're not going to have the bright switch enabled just yet. Starting with the EQs set right in the middle and the reverb set in the middle. Let's crank up some of the gain on this. I'm going to keep the master low a little bit, but we'll add a little more gain. Now let's add way more gain here. So let's talk about the voice switches. So far we've been in voice 1. Voice 2 is going to add an extra bit of gain here, 6 dB extra gain in voice 2. That sounds really good. You can still hear clarity in the notes of the chords. Now slipping into voice 3 is going to add some upper mids and have a treble boost. let's hear how this cleans up with the volume being lowered on the guitar. So here it is, full throttle. Roll back the volume a bit. So let's talk about this cab. The cab is really the thing that surprised me, just how lightweight it was. When I had this amp shipped to me, I couldn't believe the box for the cab was so small. So you can see here the size of the cab compared to a Les Paul guitar. Okay, just to show you how light, check it out. Coming in at just 19.4 pounds, this is a super lightweight cab. It comes loaded with a Celestion 7080 speaker. It's a closed back cab and it's made of a unique blend of Baltic birch plywood and Zintec mild folded steel. And it has a really unique look because of this combination of the steel on the sides and then the plywood that's used in the cab. The weight of both of them together is not much more than a Fender Princeton. And this gives you a lot of great options, from those kind of martially British screaming kind of overdriven sounds to super nice, soulful clean.
I should note this is the Deputy Compact head. Victory also offers an even smaller Deputy Lunchbox head that fits perfectly atop this Lunchbox cab and brings the total weight of the head down about 2.5 pounds.
All right, so for a humbucker guitar, I am using a Heritage H150 Custom Core Artisan Aged, and here's how it sounds: clean sound, neck pickup. Middle position. Add a little gain. This is some gain added. Dip into voice 2. So all in all, this thing packs a lot of really cool tones. I have a lot of fun playing with this, and surprised how much I like the sounds. I could potentially take this on a gig, not even bring a pedal board, and just ride the volume knob, maybe just adjust the amp a little bit depending on the tune. Can't believe that the same amp that was getting those kind of cranked, overdriven sounds was the same amp that was doing the clean stuff earlier on in the video. I could totally see myself bringing this amp to gigs that I was bringing an IR pedal for. I throw my gig bag on my back, I have a pedal board that I can carry over my shoulder. I can carry this amp and cab easily, one hand each. That's one trip from the parking lot. Don't have to deal with any kind of crazy multiple trip load-ins. That's the kind of rig I like. Please click like, comment, and subscribe. I post lesson videos and gear reviews. You don't want to miss the next one. Also, I have a Patreon page where you can support me, and on my Patreon page, I have exclusive lesson videos, tab transcriptions, and a monthly group lesson. So go ahead and check me out on Patreon as well. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.